As a cleaning expert, I have developed many muscles in my day, one of which is the ability to smell how clean a house is. I don't even need to look. Just by walking in, I can use my nose to figure out if it's clean or not. I'm like a cleaning bloodhound. And there are different ways that we can either deal with odors or mask odors. In this video, I want to share with you 7 ways that you can both find the source and mask the source. And I'll also share with you my preference. Smells don't just appear and disappear out of nowhere. There's always a cause, a reason why something smells. It could be a short-term thing or a long-term problem. But either way, when there's a smell, it's a symptom and it's your job to find the root cause. So without telling you to be like a dog, like you have to walk around your house and just start lifting things up, looking under couches. You've got to do your homework to find the source of that smell. And then once you find it, it could be as easy as picking something up and tossing it away, or it could be indicative of a more systemic issue that has to be fixed. For example, a mold problem or a moisture problem. The bedroom is a perfect place to talk about soft surfaces, and soft surfaces are quite the culprit when it comes to odors in your home. Let me explain why. Any soft surface that we have, whether it's bed sheets, carpets, window coverings, pillows, clothing, all of these things are soft. They absorb bacteria, they absorb dander, hair, dust, dirt, odor-causing molecules. And they just sit there. So we wash our clothes fairly regularly so they don't smell, but other soft surfaces around our home, we can't say the same for. I mean, seriously, how often are you washing your window coverings or your rug? You know, if you don't clean your sheets on a regular basis, you get that kind of like sweaty kind of stench in your room. That's because sweat and oils and all of that stuff are just building up on your sheets and smelling. So if you have a smell problem in your home, it really could come down to taking care of the soft surfaces. Everything falls to the floor. Dead skin cells, dander, pet hair, you name it. It's on the floor, which is why you've got to stay on top of your floors if you want to stay on top of odors. Now, carpets, obviously you just have to vacuum, but for hard floor surfaces, you really want to make sure that you're not only sweeping or vacuuming, but you're also mopping fairly regularly. Now for me, I like to balance out how much mopping I do because I have a lot of hardwood in the house. I don't want to over mop, but I stay on top by vacuuming regularly. Now when I do mop, I do that because I want to, obviously I will spot clean any spills, but I want to get rid of any oils that come off of our feet or our cat's feet or anything that has fallen that I'm not able to see, because over time that adds to odors. Now the recipe that I like to use is 1 3/4 cup water to 1/4 cup rubbing alcohol and 10 drops of essential oil. I really like using grapefruit on the floor, but again, just check in with yourself and see what you love. Then you'll shake that solution up, and in this case, I'm using a microfiber pad mop. So what I'll do is I'll spray a certain area, and then I'm using the W pattern or the S pattern, depending on how I feel that day. I'm going to clean the area, let it dry, and move on to the next area by spraying and then mopping, spraying and then mopping, and so on. There are some alternative ways that you can deal with odors. First up is steam cleaning. You know, I've talked about steam cleaning for a long time. The downside, and I'm very happy to share this with you right up front, is you have to invest in a steam cleaner and you've got to take the time to learn how to use it. And if you have kind of a not great steam cleaner, it's not going to get you the results you want. So it really is an investment. But let me explain to you how and why it works. Inside the steam cleaner, you've got this kettle-like situation that just kind of like a pressure cooker. It just boils up all this water, generates steam, and when you press the trigger, it shoots out steam that's supposed to be very, very hot. And the idea is that it's hot enough to melt things away, kill bacteria, so on and so forth. So what's cool about it is if you have, say, a soft surface that's smelly, you can kind of blast it with steam, and the idea is that it refreshes that surface. Option 2 is using an enzyme cleaner. Now the way enzyme cleaners work is you spray them onto a surface, you allow them to sit for a little bit, and the enzymes which are kind of like what's in your saliva to help break down food, start to attack and break down the source of the grease, grime, or odor, whatever it is. And enzymes, what's cool about them is they're designed to deal with certain things. So you can pick up very siloed enzymes. You know, this one is for pet stains, this one is for grease. They're really neat, but again, it's got a bit of a learning curve and you have to have that product at home to deal with that particular issue. For a sweet smelling surprise in perhaps an unlikely place, you can take some essential oil and drop it onto the inner part of a cardboard tube. So whether that's your paper towel roll or your toilet paper roll, you can get a little extra fresh scent in a place that might not otherwise smell so good. An easy, inexpensive, well, free thing that you can do to make your house smell great is to open the windows. It's something that Chad and I do as frequently as we feel reasonable, given that we pay to use HVAC in this house. But I think that airing out your house on a very regular basis helps to keep it smelling fresh and clean. Air purifiers are a great way to freshen and clean the air in any space. I have one in my room. Mine also has a humidifier built in. That way, if anyone is sick, we can easily crank that feature. The other thing that I really like about it is it tells you about the air quality in your room specifically. So it can kind of tell you, hey, you've got a lot more particles in here, which would then flag to me, oh, I've got to up my vacuuming game. So having kind of a smart air purifier in your bedroom can actually be quite helpful for a couple of different reasons. My preference is to find the cause of the odor instead of masking it. While there are a ton of products out there for you to hide whatever is causing the smell, I really believe in finding the source, dealing with the source, so that your house doesn't have that smell ever again. And that leads me to this week's comment question, which is, what is your preferred smell or your signature scent for your home? Do you like it to smell like freshly baked banana bread, rotting bananas, vanilla, fresh cotton? Let me know what you like in the comments down below. For me, I actually like my house to smell like nothing, because that to me is the pinnacle of a clean home. But I want to know what you like down below. If there's something I can definitely help you with, it's teaching you how to clean your bedroom like a pro. So check out this video over here. There are a couple of ways you can support the Makers Clean channel. Of course, you can subscribe, and you can also visit makersclean.com, which is where we sell all of our premium microfiber cleaning tools and so much more. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.